of the day. I'm your host for the day. One over likely bird, I'll skip over that. And we are going to kick right into it with Great Shield, with Aman, Alec, Rahman, and Muhammad presented and demoing a system to help manage safety in commercial trucking. Take it away, gentlemen.
So we are doing we will start with a little bit of introduction. Alright, my name is Amandeep Para. I was a software architecture for this project and a back-end developer. I'm a Rahman and I'm taking care of the front-end development for this project.
And my name is Muhammad Al-Harbi. I'm the mobile app developer.
And my name is Alok Ranchipay, and I work on documentation and planning.
So basically, for the background, this software is only built for trucking commercial kind of industry. Those 18-wheelers, right? Heavy trucks. Have you seen those, right? Before those big semi-trucks, right? So it's a platform that manages the carrier shipper and other users in that industry. We'll talk more about it. So in 2018, there are about 39.55 million revenue generated in Canada, and it's from 63.7 million shipments. Right? Just some important definitions we're gonna go through. Load board. Load board is like a job board for these guys. So somebody posts a load, somebody picks it up. So it's like almost like Indeed, but not really, but short-term Indeed, you can say. Paper logbook in this case is for the driver. So there is a specific regulation that these guys need to follow that is set by the Transport Canada. So they have to fill the logs, make sure they don't go over hour, and there's no hour of a service violation at all whatsoever. So a little bit of terminology in the trucking industry. And also the electronic logbook, they start introducing those in the truck, which sends the real-time data of the truck's condition to the carrier, whoever owns the truck. So they start implementing those, which are like big units in there. So a little bit of analysis here. The bluish color line over there is your collisions, and the reddish and orange line at the bottom is fatalities according to Transport Canada, which happened in the commercial vehicle accidents and stuff like that. So in 2020, you can see the COVID happened, it kind of dropped down there because not lots of people are driving and stuff. But why is it important to us? Because what is the reason for a driver to get in an accident? Multiple reasons. But one of them, the biggest one, or the bigger one, is a fatigued driver. And how does a driver become fatigued? Driving overtime. And this is where we're coming, right?
So that introduces our product. So basically, Freight Shield is a digital platform for communication between the various parties in the trucking industry. Basically, it's a combination of a web platform and a mobile application for sharing information between all of these various groups. Essentially, we think that out of those few dozen or so fatal crashes that happen every year, the information stored by regulations such as the logbook and electronic logging device are useful enough to prevent them. I'll pass it over to Mohammed to talk about our individual
Who's gonna use our apps? We have three main users. The first user is shipper, who's posting the load, and we have also a carrier who's accepting the loads, and also we have drivers who's delivering the loads. And here we can show the commercial video.
Are you one of these users?
Hello. Yeah. Where's my load? It's been like 4 hours. You're late. Come on. I can't find that driver. Hey, brother, what's going on? My load is late. It's supposed to be here like in 3 hours.
You ordered for a question?
What does it do?
Oh, it's a software system. So you can put on track all your shipments on time and send you notification.
Oh, nice. I can track the drivers.
Okay, brother, what's going on? I can't seem to find driver's abstract. I need to see if he's in compliance.
Oh, come on. Have you ever tried a finding system called Freight Shield?
Let me check it out. Oh, this breakfast call. Hey, I'm just gonna ask, can you do me a favor? I got my contact here wants to load it early in about 3 hours. Can you make it there on time?
I just had like 1 hour left on the logbook. I can drag more than like 1 hour.
Well, I don't know. You have to figure something out. You have to go there. I don't want to lose no contact.
Oh, okay, I will see what I can do. Oh my god, I have to drag more than 2 hours on my logbook, and my logbook is expired. What should I do? It's very dangerous for roads. Oh my god, I don't have no solution yet.
Hey, hello, brother. How are you doing?
He asked me to do the road. 3 hours of vlogging, like I'm more than that. Hey, you watch me, that's pretty legal.
Well, my company is using what we call something called the Freight Shield, which is a very fantastic app here.
Oh yeah,
You can check it out.
Yeah, sure thing, yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, there's you can always have one load at a time, and there's ETA always pass to the shipper, so there's no problem at all, and you never pass your logbook hours.
Oh, nice.
Try free shipping.
So basically, in this case here, it's 3 different users. You have a driver, shipper, carrier. Each of them have different type of problems. We try to tackle all of them together at once in this one app, right? So those were just a bunch of scenarios that set up, like carrier cannot find an abstract for the driver, shipper cannot get the load on time, and driver is being forced to go over the limit of the hours. So kind of all of these things combined in one. That's what we're trying to do.
So why we are doing this project? So as you saw the commercial, the driver was compelled to exceed the number of limited hours, but that's very illegal and gonna make it driver succeed. There are a lot of reasons that drivers drive more hours. The first one is they want to make more money. The more they drive, the more money they will get. So some of the drivers, they don't care about the passing the limited hours, so they go beyond hours and they make more money. That's gonna make them more fatigued and more prone to accidents. Another thing is deadline. So carrier has to meet the requirement according to company standards. Like they have to deliver the load at the given time. So sometimes they just push their driver to go beyond the hours and deliver the load. The third thing is the weather. For instance, let's say the snow is forecast for tomorrow, and I have to deliver the load tomorrow as well. And what I'm gonna do, a driver's gonna feel like I don't wanna disrupt by the weather. I'll probably go today, doesn't matter how many hours I'm driving today. So all of these things will lead to hazards and can cause accidents. So what's the main problem we are solving here? So drivers work more than regular hours, which is really unsafe for them and for the road course. The solution we are proposing is we're implementing a system to track drivers' hours and only assign the loads only to those who have driver hours left.
So that brings us to our process. So essentially, it starts out with a shipping company creating some sort of transportation order. Essentially, they want to say they want to move these packages to this location at this time. They create the transportation order and post it on our website. That website then puts it on a marketplace for carriers to accept. Next, a carrier assigns that suitable load to one of their drivers and their trucks. Then the most important part is that the transfer of live data, i.e. the logbook, the location, the status of the load, gets passed back to the carrier and the shipper. So for instance, if our driver is able to show how many hours he's driven, so he can't get given too many things, a carrier gets to know what drivers are available, and a shipper gets more information about their load while it's being delivered.
For the customer feedback, we had feedback from 2 main customers. We had employees from Lightspeed, and also we have PT tracking. By getting more feedback, we improve our platform one by one during the development test.
So this is how much we spent on this project. We just bought a $100 domain that is good for a year, and there's no other cost related to this project.
So what makes us different? What are the other platforms available right now in the market, right? So you can see the names over there, 1, 2, 3, Road, Motive, all of them are available, but what makes us different? None of them have a logbook restriction set up, and if they do have a logbook restriction, they will not have a marketplace. So we are handling logbook restrictions. Compliance handling is done by admins too. This is one of our business models. And also the marketplace, obviously carrier posts a load, becomes a marketplace. Shipper posts a load, goes in the marketplace, carrier can pick it up, so it becomes a marketplace. Monitoring equipment we don't have because that requires a physical, like a device to monitor. You connect something to the OBD and it kind of sends the data over. We don't have any physical device, so we don't have that. And tracking we are doing for the driver as soon as they accept the load and start driving. So this kind of makes us different. And to the people who love technology, this is what exactly we have used. For desktop application, mobile application, we have built using MERN-Stack, Mongo, Express, React, and Node, right? So for mobile, it's kind of like a native React we use, CSS framework, Chakra UI, tools we use, we create an image with the Docker, that over there, that little logo, kind of like an A, is an Expo, which is a tool to build the React Native APK. You can build the APK or on iOS. Casa OS for the server, and I also did the server on Raspberry Pi on Raspberry 64-bit LTE. So for the demo now, so we're gonna switch it over. Let's see. No, not like this. Okay, so this is kind of like the main dashboard here. As you can see, you guys can see it. Yeah, okay. So main dashboard, this is like a shipper side of things, how they're gonna post the load. So I'm not gonna go through posting the whole load. There's a whole validation goes on and stuff like that. But in the active loads, there's one assigned. So I guess I have to post one to make it pending. So let's see. We'll post some address. So this is Google API is getting there. So let's say tell you to post the load from here and from here and here. So we'll drop. Kind of calculates the distance, and according to that calculates the price. We have like a JSON file that have a different variable pricing depending on the kilometers. But there's a lot of models for the pricing. There's a flat rate, there's hourly charges, but we went with the distance because that's the variable we had. So this is my load for my load, I guess. Let's just post this. So post this into the carrier MS Saga. Kind of shows you the information here. You can edit it because it's pending. You can delete it. So now the carrier side of things are on those sides right there.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
So then we look in our marketplace and we see which one is yours? This is Saga, so we can see this. And we can assign it to one of our drivers. So I guess we have one truck here, and let's just assign it to John Doe.
So you are assigned to John Doe. Can you please give me the email for the John Doe now? Because I have to log in as a John Doe. It's a driver 5 email. Okay, it looks like now I'm gonna get rid of this guy, plus the beautiful adapter.
And you can see the filters are displayed to the sign on WWC at the same time.
Hopefully my stupid mobile goes on it. Oh, something. Okay, yes. So John Doe has this is kind of like the interface you have. So the driver says approved means that driver applied to the carrier code and the carrier actually accepted the driver. So the driver has been approved by the carrier. And driving hours, it's calculating hours, like how many hours you have left and stuff like that. Kind of goes into a pie chat. Other than that, this is the load details right here. So driver can see. You can see this is my load. And all you have to do is accept the load, right? This is the logbook status here. Right now the driver is driving. Yes, I accepted it. So the load has been accepted. So on the carrier side, I can see the status change to in transit. Probably on the carrier side, I can see it in transit. In the shipper side, I can see it in transit, right? And once I'm done delivering the, let's say, load, I'll just hit deliver and confirm delivery. Yes, driver confirmed the delivery, right? So yeah, and this is it, and this finishes off the driver. Next, going on to the slides, or we can show the model of how this whole impacts to a model. What we're trying to do with this, we're trying to push it to the government, so the government can try to regulate it. So I'll show you the admin side of things, how it all approves and stuff. Let me just quickly change to this. Okay. Hopefully these measure. Okay, so it's kind of slow technology. Okay, so this is like the admins right now. There's one super user that creates the admin accounts, and then we have shipper. You can activate and deactivate shipper, and you can go to the more details to look at their more details, see if they are in compliance. And also the carrier side, the same things. You can activate, deactivate, or delete. When you're like deactivating, you can give a reason why, so they can update their information. and then they kind of apply back again. So the whole thing. And this is the feature for the dark mode, which is what I do. We can continue over with the other part.
So the future works. The one thing we can do is the integration of the owner operator and the broker. They are another connectors to this project. Owner operator is a mixture of a carrier and a driver. So he is not the load by himself and he drives. He delivers by himself too. Another connector is broker. So broker is kind of middleman between the shipper and the driver. We can still add a setup to this project. We haven't did that because there's a time constraint, but that is one thing how we look into that in the future.
And special thanks to Dr. McKay, Dr. Sharma as a mentor, and Raj from PD Trucking, Anonymous, didn't want his name to be mentioned, from Lightspeed in Calgary, and 7H Transport, that truck we were sitting in while we were making the video. Okay, references and questions. Full go over.